This 5-minute sauce is the reason why ravioli doesn't need marinara. I'm Johnny Mac, and this is the Sauce and Gravy channel. In this recipe, I'm going to quickly walk you through how to make a brown butter and sage sauce. It's a classic Italian sauce that you can make in under 5 minutes. For this recipe, you'll need 1 pound of pasta. I happen to be using ravioli. Any stuffed pasta will work. Large pasta like fettuccine or gnocchi will do. Bring a large pot of boiling water to a boil and add a generous amount of salt. And it'll take about 4 minutes for these to cook. Any sort of large pasta like fettuccine or stuffed pastas like tortellini will work. Even gnocchi will do. Whenever the pasta's in the water, give it a quick stir. While the pasta cooks, you can put together your butter and sage sauce and then throw it all together for a delicious classic Italian dish. To make this sauce, you'll need a small skillet. For this recipe, you'll need 5 tablespoons or 70 grams of unsalted butter. Put it into the skillet. And then turn your heat to medium. It's important not to have the pan too hot, otherwise you will burn the butter. And you definitely don't want that. Whenever the butter starts to melt, reduce the heat to low. You'll notice that the butter starts to foam and then it stops. At that point, the butter, it'll start to change color and become a tawny gold or a light brown. Now you can turn off the heat and add the sage. For the sage, you'll need about 8 to 10 full sage leaves. I like to use the small leaves. Keep those whole. And I take 2 large leaves and I chiffonade them or cut them into ribbons. Why do butter and sage pair so well? The sage's earthiness really balances the butter's richness. It's used a lot in classic Italian cooking, especially with filled pastas like ravioli or tortellini, and a lot of times it's used with bigger pastas. And you may be wondering why it works so well with the stuffed pastas. The light sauce lets the filling shine. So the cheese, mushroom, squash, or like I'm having today, spinach and cheese, it lets it shine. No heavy creams to overpower that delicate filling. Once it starts to turn golden brown like this, take it off heat immediately. There's a lot of residual heat in that pan and you don't want to burn the butter. At this point, you can add your sage. It will spit and sputter, so be careful. And you're going to cook it just for a few seconds. And again, we're off heat. Give it some stirs, flip up the sage, flip it over. And you can smell that. You can smell the earthiness of the sage. Woo, that's good. Perfect. This is done, the pasta's done. Let's throw it together. Plate up the pasta. Drizzle some of the delicious brown butter sauce over the top. Sometimes simplicity is best, however, here's a few variations just in case you'd like to go that route. You can add some toasted nuts, some lemon zest, some red pepper flakes, or even some garlic. It's homemade, you can make it how you like it. And I like Parmesan, so I'm going to add a little. The only thing left to do, dive in and enjoy. And that's how you make brown butter and sage sauce. Thank you so much for watching the Sauce and Gravy channel. If you found this recipe helpful, be sure to hit that like button, hype it up, and share it with your friends. If you're into sauces and gravies, check out my channel for more delicious recipes. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, remember, keep whisking, y'all.